Hello and welcome back to Donkey Kong 64, where today Donkey Kong is gonna say yeah. But also we've got all the Kongs right from the very beginning. I'm gonna check options. Okay, yeah, that's... I don't think that actually really changes anything with the way I've got my visuals set up, but maybe it'll make things more the way they're supposed to be. And also, yeah, this game just does not save your options in between sessions. Which, super cool of it. Hey there, Outlander. Alright, so we need to go to Angry Aztec. Because Chunky has done nothing there. Yeah, Outlander, I believe it was Grant Kirkhope who did DK's voice. I could be wrong, but I believe it was. Why am I even being Donkey right now? I should be Chunky right from the start. Is there a tag barrel in here? Yes, there is. Behold, the full barrel. Hang on. There was a banana fairy this way, wasn't there? No. There was this, which is nothing. At least as of right this moment. Right, I think we have Diddy Chimpy charge. Hang on a sec. That is weird. When I first hop in, everything is stretched even wider than normal, and then like a second later, it smushes down to the normal size. How to tell that a game with a widescreen mode wasn't exactly designed around actual widescreen? Okay, so that's a little too high up. So surely this matters. We already hit that to open this up, which revealed this, which probably had something on it. It doesn't appear to be ground poundable. Is there a Diddy pad somewhere that I'm missing in here? Maybe some vines or something? There's definitely something I'm missing out here. Perhaps a target to shoot on one of these? No? I would expect there to be a Diddy pad or a Lanky pad that would allow us to reach that barrel. Yeah, Outlander, as far as playing on the most recent Monster Hunter Wilds patch, I launched the game and just tooled around in the hub to see what my frame rates were. Yeah, I was getting about +5 FPS, which ain't nothing. But honestly, the bigger upgrade is more inexplicable. Because a week or two before the patch, Yes, before the patch, I was playing with a friend and noticed that for no reason that I could discern, I was getting plus 20 FPS over what I was getting on the previous time we played just a week before. And again, I cannot stress enough, this was before the patch. No patch had happened. And so I was just getting plus 20... Chunky. I wanted you to set that down, not throw it. Yeah, no patch had occurred, and yet for whatever reason I was getting plus 20 FPS. Just out of nowhere one day. And I made sure to check my settings. I was at the right resolution. I had all of my settings still at the highest possible setting. And so yeah, just mysterious frame rate bump that was enormous for no reason. My best guess is that since I had done a Windows update since our previous session, maybe something about the Windows update managed to make something more efficient. But it was a true mystery and I was just boggled, like, why frame rate better when no change in game? But I mean, hey, it took me from getting 60 FPS with some drops below in the hub to getting 80 FPS in the hub. I'll take it. And that's at DLAA, not DLSS, so, you know, native 4K rendering plus upscaling beyond 4K. And then, yeah, just really solid at frame rates. And then when I applied the patch, I went from that 80 FPS to 85 FPS. Also not complaining. I don't think Candy's gonna have anything for Chunky. Also, I completely failed that. Sure, there's no bananas for Chunky up on the trees. Confirm whether or not Chunky had an entrance here. Excuse me. He's got coins here. And he does, in fact, have the ability to go. Excuse me again. Okay, so we don't have infinite time there. Bunch of bananas just in one spot. Ah, yes. Uh-oh. Well, that's them done. You're gonna have to do more than 4 claptraps all bunched together, game. Like, this might actually be a challenge if I wasn't taking advantage of the fact that orange grenades get rid of claptraps and do not leave their teeth behind. But the fact that you can just use an orange grenade, get rid of all of them, have nothing be left to cause problems. Yeah, that's very exploitable. And I don't think Chunky's gonna have anything in any of these other rooms, but doesn't hurt to check. All it costs is time. Thank goodness Donkey Kong Country established that these monkeys have infinite breath. Hang on, got a Windows notification. What is it? Is it that OBS disconnected or something? It is not that OBS disconnected or something. And what is it? What was so important, Windows update? Oh, of course, you had to give me an audio update, as usual, to tell me that Windows security... Windows Defender found nothing. If it found nothing, don't even bother doing an audio update or an audio notification. Just... nothing is the default state. You don't gotta tell me anything for nothing. I really wish I could tell it to only give a notification if it finds something, but that's not a possibility. All you can do is make it so that it either gives no notifications at all, which is bad in case it does find something, or make it so that it notifies always. Those are the only options. Oh, we need to put something heavy there, I see.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Okay, yep. Press B to shoot. We're allowed to rotate. Well, that didn't take long.
Welcome to bonus stage.
I feel like this might be one of those ones that assumes
Welcome to bonus stage.
a specific amount of lag. Once we get past this opening barrage,
Welcome to bonus
this
stage.
should become much easier. I think what I need to do is make sure that my first pineapple hits.
Welcome to bonus stage.
And if I just fire it before I aim at all, it's gonna miss every time. Okay, well, the first one didn't hit, but at least that time I did get everyone. And now that the spawns are staggered, this is gonna be basically free. Yeah, you just get past that opening, and suddenly this minigame is free, but the opening is not. Outlander, the minigame theme in this game is fantastic, and I will not hear any slander of it. Actually, before I go across, yeah, we gotta visit the Five-Door Temple. I left Lanky coins back here. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's not the correct button. So, in interesting news, specifically Analogue 3D news, this system got an update today. Chunky, I'm gonna need you to actually hit the thing, or I guess maybe you can't harm it because it's in a barrel. Yeah, the Analogue 3D got a firmware update today, which is very welcome, because it solves one of the issues that the system has had since launch. Namely, the issue that its deinterlacing was bad. It used weave deinterlacing, which would result in combing artifacts. And yeah, weave deinterlace is just terrible. But now, as of this update, it has a new option to basically just force progressive scan, even in games that would ordinarily be rendered interlaced. Which I haven't tested it out on anything, but if it does what it's supposed to, then it will result in an even better image than what people were hoping for, which would be Bob deinterlacing. And yeah, I'm not gonna complain about an even better image than what we were hoping for. I hope it accomplishes everything they want it to, and doesn't introduce any new artifacting or graphical issues. And if it's good enough, I might just have to play Resident Evil 2 again, but with the expansion pack support enabled, for the best possible visual experience on N64 Resident Evil 2, the most canon Resident Evil 2.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Another factor of the system's firmware update that is honestly kind of shocking wasn't a thing before. The Nintendo Switch Online N64 controller. This system did not support it at launch, but it does now. I'm not using one at this very moment, but I might swap to using one. I do really like the 8-bit Do 64 controller. Like, it's what I'm using right now, and it's a good controller, especially after it got the firmware updates. Why does this game not have an option to drop from a ledge? When you are on a ledge... Oh, there it goes. Why? Do you have to hold Z? Is that it? Because just tapping Z does nothing. But either way, 8-bit Do 64 controller is good controller. Especially after the firmware update it got that made it so that its analog values map 1-to-1 with the ideal fresh from the factory OG N64 stick. Like, it's not perfect, but dang if it isn't close. Basically what they did, like, it's got your standard octagonal gate, the same shape as you would have on, say, a GameCube controller, where it's a regular octagon. All sides, all angles are congruent with one another. Whereas the N64's octagonal gate, all the sides were equal, but all the angles were not. The diagonals angles were more obtuse than those of the cardinal directions. But what they've done is basically they mapped the cardinal directions 1-to-1 with the ideal N64 ranges, you know, the ranges the system itself actually accepts. And they mapped the extremes of the diagonals, like once you actually get to the gate, it mapped those to the maximum values. But the diagonals up until that point aren't quite at the maximum values. Like, or they're not. It's different. Of course it's different, that's the whole point, but what I'm trying to get at is, like, it feels mostly 1-to-1, but it doesn't quite get all the way out to the edges because the edges should be farther than they are. And so what it does instead is it gets, you know, mostly out to the edges and then it snaps to the edge. Once you actually get all the way to the edge. So you lose a little smidgen of actual range, but that little smidgen of actual range isn't an amount that really matters for most games. So it's fine. And then the button layout is nice. I mean, we've got our A, B, and C buttons in the correct orientations. The D-pad is nice and reachable for those games that allow you to use it for menus. We've got L and Z on the left shoulders. We've got R and Z on the right shoulders. Just a whole bunch of nice things going on here. But the layout is, in fact, not identical to the original N64 controller's layout. It's certainly not the same shape. And so perhaps it is not necessarily the best option. And the N64 NSO controller, like, that's as close to OG as you get, given that it's from the original manufacturer. So, I'm missing 10 chunky bananas. Which tells me they're probably inside a balloon or else something else. So I need to find out where those would be. So yeah, either there's 2 bunches that I'm missing somewhere, or there's 1 balloon that I'm missing somewhere. I will say, while the N64 NSO controller is real good and accurate and all that, in terms of feel in the hands, it does have one notable downside in that my hands are bigger than they were back when I used original N64 controllers, and it feels wrong and slightly uncomfortable these days over extended sessions. Making sure I get these lanky coins. Whereas the 8-bit Do 64 controller, this thing has never felt uncomfortable to me, which, I mean, hey, I will take lack of discomfort. Lack of discomfort is good. Good feature. Do appreciate. Alright, so where would a chunky balloon be hiding? Also, shouldn't there be at least 1 banana fairy? There should. It's in the 5-door temple as tiny. I see a chunky coin. Where there are chunky coins, there are often chunky bananas. It looks like this is just a group of chunky coins with no bananas. Yeah, Olander, I do just hate when controller manufacturers put a pain nexus inside their controllers. The thing is, like, when I was still a kid, the N64 controller felt just fine. It didn't hurt one bit. Whether that's because I had soft, supple child hands, or because it just was good, I couldn't tell you. All I know You know what? The Chunky Balloon's probably in there. And while Chunky probably can't get in himself, there is a tag barrel inside the Llama Temple. So that's probably where the bananas are. Though, first we need to take Tiny over to her 5-door temple door. Okay, she's middle on the upper floor. Got it. Yeah, there was a time when the N64 controller did not contain a Pain Nexus. But now I am too large. It's almost like a system that was designed with children in mind is not necessarily going to cater to adults. It kind of bugs me that when you load into your file in this game, it starts you with half of your maximum value of every consumable. Just seems a little rude that they take away so much and don't save what you had. Okay, so here we are inside the Llama Temple. Tag barrel was where? Do I have to take this portal? No, I believe it was the one that we had to take. Let's just look around here. Yep, not seeing any green balloons. So the one is what we need. And just to be thorough, we'll hit that to make it be open. And then we'll swap to Chunky. Okay, it doesn't stay open. Good to know. There's Banana Fairy number 2. I've been finding that Chunky's spin attack doesn't last as long, doesn't get you the distance, and just isn't as effective as you would want it to be. Please let there be a chunky balloon in here. Nope. Looks like Chunky has zero reason to ever come inside the llama temple. I'm gonna take the 2 again. There has been at least one instance where I either didn't notice or couldn't see a chunky balloon when I was somewhere where there was one. Yeah, no, nothing here. Outlander, I have not played ukulele. It's on my list of things to do eventually, specifically with Yuka Replayly. The original ukulele I skipped because reviews seemed to be largely of one mind regarding how it handled its collectibles. Which is to say, they felt like they were just scattered around with no true rhyme or reason, whereas in basically all the other rare platformers, Banjo, Conker, DK64, they use their collectibles and stuff to lead you places, instead of tucking them away in corners where they're completely hidden. Which, leading you places is the preferred thing. So yeah, never touched ukulele, though apparently Yuka Replayly fixes most of the issues that people had with the original release, which is what you would hope that a remaster, remake type thing would do. And Ukulele and the Impossible Lair is another one that I've got my eye on. That one being basically a spiritual successor to Donkey Kong Country, which I like me some Donkey Kong Country. Tropical Freeze remains probably the best 2D platformer I've ever played, so if they can do better than that, which some people say they did, then that should be a really, really, really good time. And yes, Outlander, I do understand the irony present in searching for this balloon that must exist. Balloon or pair of banana bunches. But also, yes, it's a matter of degree, and a thing to remember is I don't actually need this balloon. Wherever it is. I wasn't very thorough in my search of the underwater areas here, so it is possible that the bananas I'm looking for are still down here. Like, when I came in here, I just poked my head in, grabbed this ledge, and then turned around without even so much as manipulating the camera in this room. Okay, you know what? Let's not get up on that. Yep, that was my problem. Didn't clear my corners. But yeah, also, all bananas past 75 with a given character on a given level in this game technically don't matter for anything other than showing numbers that are bigger and more complete. They do not count towards my percentage of completion in the game. They only count towards my percentage of completion in my heart. Anyway, what have we learned? We have learned that there should be a rock somewhere so that we can put it on this. And I'm willing to bet it's behind here. The question is, how do we get it to show? Though it's also equally possible that the rock isn't behind there and we need the rock to get behind there. But where would there be a rock to then put upon this? There doesn't seem to be one in here. Like, if this was Banjo-Kazooie, it would be a case of needing to hit a witch switch inside one of the stages. But this isn't Banjo-Kazooie, and I don't believe DK64 has switches like those that do things outside of stages. But mayhaps what we're supposed to do is grab this rock from out here and carry it in there? That would feel weird. I don't think we've ever carried something through a load zone in this game before, but let's see if it works. It does not work. And in fact, this rock just goes right back here. And that is for Lanky. This is for Chunky. Oh, just a free gold banana.
Oh, banana.
All right. And let's use this banana porter to get to a tag barrel, because I have a feeling if we went back into the Angry Aztec lobby, it would respawn the rock on top of the Lanky thing. And I would much rather use it before respawning said rock. Oh, one of Cranky's special barrels. And it's over there? He found it for Lanky, but it's a Diddy barrel. That seems rude. Hey, Lanky, look at this thing I found for you. You can't use it. It is expressly not for you, but I found it for you. It's really telling that they don't expect you to take these vines back the direction you came from in a lot of cases. Because, like, they put the first vine on this side where you can just jump straight up and reach it. But on the other side, the vine is far enough away that if you're not at full swing, apparently, you can still miss your target. And so if you want to go back the other way, you gotta do an especially long jump to even reach the vine. So yeah, it's very telling. They don't expect you to go back the direction you came when you use the vines to swing places. I don't know that we have anything to gain from visiting the Banana Fairy Island right now. But we have found a good few banana fairies. And, like, that counts for something, right? She's just gonna sit there crying, apparently. I have come here for nothing. I press B trying to leave the camera mode. B is the button to use camera. So I just took a picture of her crying. Alright, well, we should go find that Diddy barrel that the bird found for Lanky. It was somewhere with green grass. We know that much. Okay, so either it's somewhere we haven't been, like at all, or it's somewhere that I just don't recognize, or it has despawned and needs to be respawned. All three of those are possible. Considering that the Diddy gong things in the Angry Aztec lobby respawn every time we load in and out of there. I'm gonna guess it's a case of it's been despawned and we need to respawn it. Thankfully, Chunky can pick up a boulder with relative ease. Okay, so it hasn't been despawned. It's just somewhere we haven't gone that has green grass. There was green grass on one of the outlying islands over there. Oh, hey, there's a chunky banana just waiting to be grabbed. Well, there's a banana fairy here. But not the barrel that we were looking for. So was that barrel, like, even higher up? Guess it must be. Well then, to Gloomy Galleon we go. I mean, yeah, there's still that chunky banana to grab. But that can wait. This is chunky things. Where's the tag barrel? Should there not be a tag barrel in here? There is. It's just annoyingly positioned. Right, we don't have the ability to pound blue yet. I underestimated those comms. Their progress is unexpected. Chief Technician, I trust the Blast-O-Matic will soon be ready to be activated.
Well, we've had a few technical problems, Your Majesty, and my men are all lazy. He's lying, sire. He's always asleep. Please forgive me.
Guards, make sure no one leaves until my machine is ready.
Gotta make a run for it.
How very rude. The lobby wanted Chunky. And yet the very first things available were for Lanky. Though, the second set of things available was specifically for Chunky, so I guess we can give him a pass. And Tiny wants to come in here. There's a Chunky balloon. But how does one get it? There must be a way to exit the water here. No? I guess not at the moment. So that means we're probably going to raise the water at some point, or else drain it. So I guess for now, Chunky was just meant to open that and grab a couple coins, and soon he will be meant to actually do something about it. Wait. Yeah, this is Gloomy Galleon. Okay. I remember these enemies from the Crystal Caves, where they have a much more serious role. These guys are not going down even to the same things that took down the toy robots. An orange grenade seems to do the trick. Okay, so we got a tiny switch. We got a lanky switch. Got some tiny bananas that way. We got some chunky bananas this way. Considering I am chunky right now, let's follow the chunky bananas, but also let's grab these. So we've got a DK balloon here. Found a banana fairy in a chest. As well as some headphones in a chest. And a golden banana in a chest. Of course, there had to be one of those. Alrighty. Hold up. Is there a path this way? No, there is not. Okay, we got some tiny bananas as well as Tiny's Kasplat. And some more chunky bananas. What's Cranky doing way up there? Okay, they didn't hide anything interesting on top of that ship. Okay, Cranky being way up there is not the issue that I was fearing it might be. Clearly Diddy's meant to come up here at some point.
What's this? You've got 15 banana medals? I don't believe it. You must have made them yourself. I suppose you want my surprise now. Well, I've got this little game for you to play. On my computer. Score over 5,000 points for a chance to win the Rareware coin. But I know a score like that is way out of your league, Sonny. Why not give it a go anyway? I could do with a good laugh. So Jetpack is a very simple game. And I mean, it's not so simple if you let the very first meteor get you. Is there any reason that I'm not supposed to be? I remember this being quite easy the first time that I did it back as a kid. Like, I was able to get the Rareware coin without too much issue at all. And yeah, clearly the solution is we're meant to just hold our shoot button constantly. There is no downside to doing so. What an amazing soundtrack this game has, by the way. So now instead of meteors, we've got to deal with fuzzies. Ow. Well, we got our 5,000 points. So now we need to collect the Rareware coin, I suppose. Is that thing going to show back up? There it is. Oh, cool. I got the game over before I got the coin. Nice. Yeah, no, Outlander, when I was a kid, I didn't like Jetpack more than I liked the Donkey Kong arcade cabinet. But I found it a lot easier. And really, who can argue with this soundscape? I can't help but wonder if maybe it's to our advantage to just stay on this level and collect the collectibles that drop. Then again, I think the collectibles we get in the second level are probably higher value, and there is points for going, or there are points for going to the second level, I believe. Plus, we can collect more fuel more rapidly this way, though now I don't have any lives left, so once we get the coin to spawn, we need to grab it. Okay. Do I need to grab that radiation thing to make the coin spawn? Probably. And game over. Also, I like how the high score is probably the maximum that this game is able to display. Just
one of those, haha, look how good Cranky is at this game. He's gotten the maximum possible score. He's not just bragging when he says that he's good at it. Cool. Love losing a life when I'm trying to get to the rocket. It looks like taking the rocket to another stage gives us an extra life. So that's at least one thing of value for doing that. Well, dang. The time when I did the best, I died twice trying to get the rare coin. And now I'm having trouble getting it to show up again. Hey, Cranky. Take that. Oh, snap, the high score stays deleted. I'm not letting the very first freaking meteor take me out. Nor the second. Why am I so bad now? Are you kidding me? Okay, now that we've gotten up here. I was gonna say we're relatively safe, but... didn't quite work out, now did it? Well, this isn't a promising run. But that doesn't mean that it can't be the run where I do it. That does. Alright, we're doing better this time. Okay, there's the rare coin. It's gone? Well, I got it this time. Rare coin obtained. Of course, just because we've obtained it doesn't mean we have to stop playing Jetpack. I'll stop when I am dead, which is going to be now.
Well, what? You got my rareware coin? That's impossible. You must have cheated. All you can do now is play for fun, I suppose. Interested?
Nope.
I'm not letting you have another potion yet. Come see me on the next level.
Then why are you here? So these guys are more head bounceable than the beavers because they can't do damage unless they're in their bite animation. Of course, head bouncing them doesn't immediately defeat them, whereas doing a running attack like the spin here does. And I'm convinced the arenas do not respect your volume settings. And it looks like there is nothing else Chunky is capable of on his own here. He needs help. So let's get these lanky bananas for one. Then I believe there was a lanky switch to press. We need Donkey to open this up. Okay, so that opens a grate in a place that I haven't been. And we have 30 seconds to get to it, and I'm pretty sure it's through here. So, yeah, a little too early for Lanky right now. That said, there were a couple of Lanky balloons that we needed to go grab. I don't think Cranky's gonna sell Lanky another potion either. But it doesn't hurt to check. No, I don't want to play Jetpack. So we need Donkey to open a place. And it's the place on the other side. Not sure why my orange grenades aren't working anymore, but whatever. Yeah, Outlander, that does seem right, that Cranky will only get us one new potion between these two stages. It just... I want the potion that lets me be able to butt slam Blue. Because they put a blue switch outside of this stage in its lobby. Which makes me want to, you know, hit the blue switch. But I cannot if he does not give me the potion. Alright, so that's both of these major areas opened up. Wait, Diddy's got things to grab. And I forget what was in this direction. It was the chests? It was the chests. And a donkey balloon. Okay, we need to remember the donkey balloon. Let's go get Donkey. There we go. Donkey balloon obtained. And we have seen more tiny things available than for anyone else, so let us tiny. Dude sees those approaching from behind. Man, it'd be nice if I knew where that was. Ah, there it is. So, I don't think this is it. But one of these indoor underwater segments I have seen at a GDQ has a wall that is entirely on the honor system. As in, it has a visual, but it... Surely there's got to be more than just bananas in there, right? It has a visual, but no collision. Is there anything I can do about this chest? Oh, there was a whole freaking entrance.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Ah, more Kremlin Kosh. You really gotta wonder who thought Starfish needed scuba gear and silly little whips. I mean, the scuba gear makes less sense than the silly little whips, but someone decided that they needed not one, but both of those things. We got some Diddy bananas around here. That's gonna be something to remember. Got some donkey bananas in here. We can become tiny for some reason. There's the reason. I do appreciate the swimming speed in this game being much faster than that in Banjo.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Oh, it's a big bug bash. Some of these, it felt like I really should have gotten the splat, but hey, we still managed. Love getting hit by an exploding creature that isn't even on screen. And yeah, Outlander, it is possible to make Starfish look human-like, but the whips I kinda get. The scuba gear, they do not need. They are starfish. Like, it'd be one thing if it was just clothing or something, but no, they gave them scuba gear. You know, to help a starfish survive in water. A thing that starfish naturally do. Always. Okay, gotta find that.
Here's Funky. I don't think he'll have anything new for us. Okay, I think the door we're looking for is on this particular ship right here. Yep, that's a 4. That's a 3, which means I've probably gone the exact wrong way to find the 5. No, I have not. Where's my little light fish? There he is. If I grab this, am I gonna get a get out? No, I'm not. Not allowed to take a picture of her through the cage, I suppose. So does that mean that there's a way to get in there? And this arrow is just pointing out. I would like to point out, we are underwater, and yet that toilet bowl still has some manner of liquid in it. Yeah, definitely can't take a photo through the cage. So there has to be a way in there. It is possible that we get in as a different Kong. I don't appear to have the ability to use any of my weaponry or anything, nor do I have the ability to do any sort of attack. Yeah, it is possible that a different Kong has to be the one who gets in here, considering we've seen another partition to this area that has DK things. Though it is also possible that another Kong will manage to open the way somehow, and then Tiny will be able to get in there. And the last possibility I can think of is that maybe there's like a hole in the roof somewhere that I have missed. I cannot see any way to reach that banana fairy at present. And so out we go for now. What's with the deep, dark pit? Oh, it's closed. Doubt Candy's gonna have anything for us either, but might as well check. Oh! Upgraded instrument, you say? Oh boy, more musical energy. Not that I've ever lost more than 1 or 2 musical energy from my maximum at any given time, but hey, now we've got more. Might as well visit Funky just to make sure he doesn't have anything for us. Yep, nothing. Sure is nice of him to refill our ammo for free, though. There's nothing to this but Chunky's Splat, a chunky balloon, and instrument panels for most, but not all Kongs. Those donkey coins seem a little too high to reach. But I guess if you do a backflip at the highest level the water reaches, it works out fine. And what, pray tell, is in here other than Diddy bananas? Ah, a thing that we cannot open without, I believe we need on guard for that, so. Lanky! He's not trying to go into the tag barrel.
Tiny coins. On guard feels weird to control. Like, it's nice that he's so fast. But just, it feels weird. And apparently while we are on guard, we cannot collect lanky coins. Even though on guard is lanky. Have I hit all the treasure chests? I think so. So we can definitely get the height we need. The issue is judging the 3D space. Apparently we gotta get through more than once. There's a lanky balloon up there. That'll be something to remember. Oh, that was the right distance, but not the right angle. And apparently, on guard is no longer of any use to us. And I'm actually having a bit of an issue here. Probably allergy related. My nose has been itchy and slightly leaky. So I'm going to go real quick and take an antihistamine. So I'll be right back. And hopefully that'll solve my problem. So yeah, be right back.
I like how you can tell that I got back before I turned my mic back on. Because I accidentally bumped the controller. Okay, tiny balloon there. Titty balloon there. The water does not appear quite high enough to reach anything. But we know that if nothing else, Tiny has the ability to accomplish something here. Oh, we gotta get the pearls. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oh, I guess that put me back outside, which is fine. Excuse me a third time. Excuse me a fourth time. Okay, Tiny, you're gonna need to actually grab the coin. Excuse me a fifth time. Now that I've collected all these pearls, maybe I should go see the mermaid? What mermaid? Also, I'm noticing something that might be a solvable problem. So let's take a quick look here. You're not going to be able to fully see this, but okay, 32-bit color is off, so never mind. This game has some dithering in a bunch of places that is only accentuated if you have 32-bit color turned on. But it's turned off right now, so I guess that dithering is just the way this stage is. And while the water level is not high, I believe we can still get to the lanky pad. Like so.
I forgot to grab that tiny balloon while I was still tiny. Thankfully, there's a tag barrel in here, so won't be hard. Linky? Lanky?
Welcome to bonus stage.
Searchlight Seek is a new one. Find and shoot all the claptraps. Press A to fire a melon. So hard. I believe that's for Diddy. So the question is, how is Diddy going to get there? Yeah, Tiny, maybe stay up there. There you go. So I think we need to raise the water level somehow. That's not Diddy, that's Donkey. I still don't think Donkey is able to get up there right now. Yeah. Just gonna do a quick swim around, make sure I haven't missed any tiny things. We've got bunches of chunky and donkey bananas. That appears to be all. And considering we also know where Chunky's Splat is, might as well do him next. Alright, there's also the Lanky coins. And we know there are also some Diddy bananas near the big hole with the grate.
chonky coins there, some lanky coins there. Diddy coins near the Diddy bananas. Where's the cactus thing with all the instrument panels? There it is. Looks like it's got Diddy coins under it. Apparently that move doesn't really care too much about vertical location. Oh, interesting. Everyone's got an instrument pad here except for Chunky. As Diddy has got the most things to collect right now, we'll be him for a bit. I do greatly prefer when you can focus on one Kong until they're done and then swap. Plenty of bananas in here, that's for sure. And this clearly is not the room where the fence is on the honor system.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Splish Splash Salvage. Yeah, collect coins, watch out for starfish. There's one coin above the water surface. I saw that. The fact that they put that coin not all the way at the edge when we're moving around in fully 3D space and the camera is not allowed to go behind us. Kinda rude.
Well done!
I do believe that is it for this chamber. The dithering is kind of fierce here. Is there anything I can do about that? Not really. What's this way again? Is this the cactus thing? No, this is Tiny's. Or it's also the cactus thing. Okay. The Kasplat up here is going to be one of my most killed enemies. Simply as a result of it hanging out next to all of these music pads. So this banana's just sitting here. Free for the taking, provided you can get the camera and your momentum to behave. I believe Lanky had a button to press. Alright, so there's going to be an on-guard box in here. Guard's not even allowed to pick up golden bananas? Okay, I need you to grab those. And I believe that's all we got in here. And before I forget about those regular bananas around that sunken ship, let's go grab them as Diddy. Okay, now this is fascinating. And probably wouldn't have been at all visible playing on a CRT, but look around the banana. The dithering stops within a square around the banana, probably exactly where the transparency of its sprite is. Like, it's especially clear when it's close to the camera like this. There's just no dithering around that banana. Like, there's a full-on square of no dithering right there. That is fascinating. Yeah, playing this on a CRT, that would have been invisible. You know, the way that this game was designed to be viewed. But because we're playing it on Analogue 3D, all of the imperfections and things like that become much more clear. Oh, I didn't get that Diddy balloon while I was Diddy over here. Well, we'll be back. So we know for a fact this is connected to Tiny's instance of this area. Which means there's a very real chance that it could be connected to the Banana Fairy spot somehow.
Welcome to bonus stage.
So hard.
Well done!
And I definitely had to care about my ammo the whole time. wish I knew what the technique was to get through a wall while swimming. Because then I'd be able to get that banana fairy, no problem. I know it's, like, something to do with pressing a button that makes you go underwater and leaving first-person mode. I didn't see any way to get to the banana fairy from the tiny side, or on the tiny side as DK, so probably is something we need to do in there as tiny. Ah, first-person swimming and underwater combat. What a delightful combination. Yeah, I'm glad we're not doing that, though. I would appreciate having the ability to do some sort of attack underwater here. Actually, you know what? I think I know what the thing might be. Solution. I think I just might know. The idea of underwater attacking might have some merit. It's like we got all these doors with their big old locks on them. Oh, we can just get her through the grate, I guess. Why couldn't I earlier? So the solution is actually to just do it. Maybe I was too close and the game was like, no, you're taking pictures of the bars, not the ferry. So when I said, I think I know what the solution is, what I was thinking was, there's this grate right here. It's right under the on guard box. So I was thinking what we had to do was open that up, get on guard in, and then it could go bust down all the fences. That is a lanky balloon. Have I been over there yet? I have not, but there's a gate there, so that would explain why. I think, with the exception of grabbing the coins that remain, and possibly donkey bananas, we're mostly done with what we can do right now on this side. I believe there were also some donkey coins down here somewhere. Yep. And there's still the lanky coins to grab as well. We're gonna have to figure out how to get Donkey's Kasplat as well as up onto that pile of coins in general. But that is a problem for slightly later, because we've still got a whole other section of this level that we haven't explored at all, which might just have what we need to raise the water level or whatever it is that we need to do here. And Tiny still has things to collect in this general area. Well, that wasn't ideal. Turns out you need to be able to jump to get up to that slightly higher plank, and you can't jump while charging up the thing. So really what I should do is just this. Do we have the 3 warp? No, we do not. What about the 1? Nope. The 2? Nope. Well, the water here is definitely going to get raised. And I believe that button we see right there is going to do it. There's Snide. I hear a sea lion. And it looks like we probably can't reach Snide without raising the water. Yep. And there's no timer on the raised water. That's good. Oh, a banana. No on guards allowed down here, huh? I think that was right after I managed to finish getting all of the chests open, so works out fine. And Lanky is done collecting bananas of the non-golden variety. And of the golden variety, though I think he still needs his Kasplat. Yep, he does. But either way, Lanky himself is just about done here. So there were tiny coins down here, not to mention a tiny barrel. I'm pretty sure this is where we're going to find the mermaid that Tiny said that we should go see, even though she had never met a mermaid before in her life. So since we have to shrink down to get in here, that means this mermaid is also tiny, right? Oh, my lovely pearls. I hope this golden banana will do as a reward. My pearls are safe now, but I'm sure they'll get stolen again. Those thieving reptiles. Okay, so there are tiny coins in here, so there's more than just exactly one golden banana and nothing else. But apparently there's nothing else besides the banana and the coins in terms of permanent collectibles. Oh, there was another thing for On Guard to destroy. Just remembered that I saw that earlier. Looks like he does it for the donkey. Oh. We also have slightly more reason to use Lanky in this stage. Those 3 coins sure did matter, I'm sure. It's not like I've probably got already enough coins to afford just about everything the game's going to ask me to buy with them. Where was Snide? Over there. Nothing hiding behind his HQ. We do have the other 5. Ah, yes. And sure enough, the water is raised over there as well. Looks like Donkey's got a few things to do up here. All Tiny has to do is find 25 more bananas. Don't know where she's gonna find them, but she's gotta find them. Time for Donkey to, by the sound of things, have a terrible time. There's still one more coin for us to get in here. But we freed the seal pirate. Actually, judging by the arrangement of limbs, probably sea lion. Alright, gotta go all the way back around until we get that coin.
And apparently there's a balloon to get. There we go. Donkey, why'd you come in facing that way? Sure is weird that these guys spend all their time eating orange grenades, and yet a single orange grenade is all it takes to defeat them. Didn't we climb this exact tower in Mario 64? And the answer is no, we didn't. This one's a bigger version. Dang it, donkey! Dang it, donkey! Be nice if Donkey was more willing to grab onto ledges. Also be nice if I was a little more patient. Also be nice if having Donkey put any of his momentum towards a wall didn't kill all of his momentum. Like, most games, if you diagonal towards a wall, yeah, it'll cancel your movement towards the wall, but the rest of your diagonal movement will still be applied as lateral movement. In this game, you touch a wall, it's going to kill very nearly all of your momentum. So we have now turned on the lighthouse. To what end? To invite a ship in that clipped through the doors before they were open. Now,
is there a quick and safe way down, or are we just gonna have to eat the cost? I feel like there should be a tag barrel up here. Oh, apparently we're going to need the water lowered in order to get there. And what have we freed? We have freed the mechanical fish, but only for a limited time. Let me in, bud. We must kill the robot fish. And as everyone knows, the best way to kill a robot fish is to shoot its heart in the glowy weak points enough times to break them. It's a shame we'll only be able to hit it every other cycle now, because it alternates whether the bottom or the top two are available for hitting. Really? Our peanut didn't hit it? It cost us precious time, Stinger. In fact, it might have cost us too much time. It did cost us too much time. If I did not get hit, then I would have been fine. And now we're gonna have to go free that thing again. Really? Open up. Honestly, probably would have been better to start on one of the upper valves. And the fact that we didn't get a hit there means we're probably going to fail this one as well. The fact that it doesn't let you try for multiple hits in one phase is not ideal. It's also not ideal because it takes more than 10 seconds between each time one of these upper ones is available. So yeah, I don't think there is actually time. Unless you start with an upper valve. Oh, and I'm out of ammo. And yeah, you have to start with an upper valve or there just isn't time. Got it. So, time to go find Funky. So that I can get my ammo back. This should be the last time we have to free this dang fish. It only just occurred to me that there is in fact a less painful way down from there, and it's to land in the water. Alright. This time we should have it. Yeah, we're gonna have 2, maybe 3 more chances to fire at this one. There we go. I only just noticed that there's a sneeze button and an alert button. Maybe not button, but there's a thing labeled sneeze and a thing labeled alert. Now let's go find that sea lion pirate guy. Donkey's the one who freed him, so I would imagine Donkey's the one who gets value out of it. Oh, also, on the subject of Donkey getting value out of things, okay, so maybe there's a warp panel up above there, and we need to use that to get Donkey his Kasplat. Though there is a tag barrel right in here that we can use to at least have Diddy accomplish what he needs to. Hey, Diddy, maybe stay up instead of repeatedly falling. This game's interaction with ledges and the grabbing thereof is honestly kind of terrible. Like, you have to hold a button to let go of a ledge instead of climbing up. Climbing up doesn't always get you up, but then you just grab again and try again, and it just keeps on either failing or going until it works.
Welcome to bonus
Just a whole
stage.
lot of not exactly ideal stuff. Sneak around the maze to the checkered flag. Okay. Well, there's the flag, and this ain't the way to it. Oops.
Welcome to bonus stage.
So we gotta start by going left. That much is clear. And it should be over this way. No, it isn't. Then it should be a right turn from here. Ooh, that was close.
Welcome
So
to
we go
bonus
left,
stage.
then straight. Well, I was about to say left, then right, then straight, but then again, that turn is kind of mandatory because there was no other path. And now it should be a right.
Well done.
So there's no warp panel up here. So there's a warp panel up here. Shiver me flippers, 'tis the good monkey. Here, matey, have some gold with the thanks from this old sea dog, or seal. Aha! Why not sail through yonder tunnel and join me in a little race? A chest of gold if you triumph over 2 laps and collect 10 pieces of weight. Along the way, press Z to set sail and use the control stick to navigate your galleon. R turns her sharply, and A makes you leap like a seal. At least he doesn't say press A to cheat. I am going to end up failing because I missed too many of these gates. If not, because I missed too many coins. I don't think it's luck, game. I think it's bad skill. You can say bad skill. Hang on, has the stream been dead for a while, or is that just my stream preview? Just my stream preview, okay. Took a glance over and my stream preview is still showing the freaking robot fish's heart. Which, if the stream cut out then, we would have missed a whole lot of content. I need to focus on getting ahead of this darn seal. I already have more than enough coins. And I have misses to spare. There we go. I be shamed. It be a long while since I lost, matey, but ye shall have my loot. Yeah, Outlander, it is rude to say you're in last place in a race with 2 participants. So unless we can raise the water even higher, I think we're done in here for now. Or wait, no, we got the 4. That's what we needed. We don't need to raise the water higher. Is there any reason we need the water at its current level anymore? I think it's time to lower it. Actually, no, there is one thing we need the water at its current level for still, I think. At least having the water at its current level will make it easier. Of course it's got to go all the way up there. Because even though I'm done with the stupid fish, they need to make me go back up there one more time.
Oh wait, we also need the water to be higher so that Chunky can get his thing from early on. Early. And there's some Chunky coins here that he also needs to grab with the water up. I believe Tiny is also going to have to come over here with the water up. That she is. No, that's Lanky. Well, also Tiny. Because Tiny's got bananas here, but Lanky needs his splat. Well, that's going to take a little bit more effort. The fact that I lost a bunch of time trying to figure out how to fire the thing, when firing a weapon, like the guns that we fire in first-person mode like that, is the B button. Firing the cannonball is the Z button. Because of course it can't be the same. And we gotta account for drop and the fact that it moves really slow. Really wish that antihistamine I took a while ago would be helping me more than it appears to be. I don't know why my nose is so itchy today. But it is, and it's a problem. Got it this time. Now I gotta bring Lanky and Tiny over there. And only then can I lower the water.
Yeah, Outlander, I'm aware that antihistamine effectiveness can vary from brand to brand and person to person. The stuff that I took has, in the past, provided relief for me, which is why it is unusual that it is not doing so right now. I can say that one of the popular brands doesn't so much as give me relief as it just freaking knocks me out. Makes me super drowsy and then I just sleep off whatever symptoms I've got. But that's not exactly the ideal way to deal with such things. Still haven't found the 2. Hey there, Baltazar. I believe I have seen you in one of my streams not too long ago. So yeah, checks out. I think we need to take the 5, and that'll put us near the 4. And then from the 4, we can get donkeys. Kasplat. Is that everyone's Kasplats for this level? We got Donkey, we got Chunky, we got Tiny, we got Lanky, we don't got Diddy yet, because he needs the water lowered. Out of curiosity, does the water go higher? No, it does not. Where's the alcove that had Diddy's Kasplat? There it is. And it's also got a balloon for Tiny and a pad for Chunky.
Okay, I believe that's Tiny completely done in this stage. Yep, just has to turn in her blueprint. Lanky's in the same position. Diddy still needs 10 bananas somewhere. Donkey's done, and Chunky needs a lot. Oh, tag barrels heal us. Good to know. Suppose that explains why there's no animation for gaining health when I grab a watermelon after hitting a tag barrel. Excuse me. Oh, right, that's... Excuse me. Oh, that is annoying. Okay, this isn't the way to get there. Do they expect us to raise the water, use the warp, and then go in? Because that would require using the tag barrel, and I think that might cancel the timer. I guess they expect us to book it all the way back, and also remember how to get all the way back, huh? I think it's straight across. Well, not quite on the pad here, so we get to watch the triangle scene an extra time. Tis the height of rudeness to make Chunky go the farthest, the fastest. Well, I guess not the fastest, but he needs to go really far in a limited time. It's rude. Chunky doesn't deserve this.
Welcome to bonus stage.
And then we get to do another one of these. Okay, so we're at the point where I actually have to hit it an icon before. So, gotta try that one again.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Dang it. It was one early.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Dang it. And this is another failure. It's a shame that we can't just time the reels and then mash A on subsequent
Welcome to bonus
rollings
stage.
to just get it easy. Well, that was rude. That was my fault. I keep on thinking that it's gonna be one off then two off for the one on the far right, but it's one off then three off. Like banana, coconut, banana, then three. And then back to start.
Welcome to bonus stage.
The first reel, they're separated by two. And on the third reel, they're also separated by two every time. And I already got it wrong, and we're probably going to fail this time as well because of it. Another rude thing about this is they make you press A to restart the reels. Like, they don't do that automatically.
Welcome to bonus stage.
It requires a button press. Dang it. There we go. Just had to use my knowledge of the offsets and not jump the gun anywhere. So Chunky is now one golden banana and 50 non-golden bananas away from done here. I'm gonna have to figure out where all those things are.
Surely there must be more to this level than I've explored, because I haven't found the 2 warp pad yet. So probably his golden banana and most, if not all, of the standard bananas are going to be wherever the other end of the 2 is. Actually, I think I have an idea of somewhere where I did see things for him, but didn't remember to go back to, maybe. Did I have him remember to go back in here? Actually, I'm starting to think maybe I did. Yeah, I did. So perhaps there's something down here somewhere? I've been down here once, but looks like just chunky coins and a boss portal. There are chunky bananas around here. Should grab those at least. Got some chunky coins over here. Look at that. Chunky's got 3 digits. Kid's loaded. So that's just Snides over there, and then there's back to the central area, which I do believe we're done over here. I might want to raise the water again. I can't think of any reason to have it lower anymore, but then again, I can't think of any reason that it would need to be raised again. We've already been over there. Let's try going back up here. Just to reconfirm some things. So left is just the Kasplat, and then right is a direction the camera doesn't want me to look. Just a boss portal. Just gonna take another real close look in here. Got both banana fairies in this level, so at least there's that. And yeah, looks like whatever Chunky is missing, he's got to be missing from the area without the lighthouse. Which I believe is this way. This is where the robo-fish came from. And also where the seal was. This was Tiny's thing and the cactus. There's the ship with two entrances, but that's not exactly helpful to Chunky now, is it? Ah, but there's chunky bananas here. And the two. Well, we found the two. And we do, in fact, need the water raised again. That's only going to be enough to get us to Chunky's banana medal. We're still going to be missing 25 bananas and a golden banana. Though the fact that we have now found the two means my hopes of finding somewhere where there's a golden banana for Chunky hiding are now diminished. And we still gotta find 25 more regular bananas. It's probably gonna be 1 to 3 bunches and 1 or 2 balloons, but even so, where would they have put them? Like, I know they're not in here. Where haven't I gone? I know I got the chunky bananas that were in one of these. It occurs to me that this is exactly the sort of situation Wrinkly Kong exists for. And thankfully, unlike in a certain game featuring a bear and a bird, we don't lose anything if we leave the level early. I saw that suggestion about potentially Diddy Bananas being at or near the seal cage, and that makes sense considering Diddy can fly here, and I didn't bother looking around up there. Yeah, that looks like a Diddy balloon to me. Wrinkly, I need assistance. Chunky doesn't need a key to open the chests below Cranky's lab. There are chests below Cranky's lab? I'm pretty sure Chunky already opened those. Didn't he? Hang on. Wrinkly, do you have any other hints for Chunky? Doesn't need a key. Okay, yeah. So just Chunky doesn't need a key to open the chest below Cranky's lab. That's all she's saying. If I was to swap to a different Kong, would she give a hint for a banana I already got? That, I suppose, is the question. But let's go open the chests beneath Cranky's lab, though. Isn't Cranky's lab over here? There are chests below Cranky's lab? I don't see no chests below Cranky's lab. Wrinkly only gives one hint. So she's giving me a hint for a banana I already got, then. Yeah, I did the chests that are over here, which is not below Cranky's lab, so thanks for the inaccurate hint, Wrinkly. Yep, they sure have been opened. So, Wrinkly is no help. Okay. I feel like I've been less thorough about looking around the lighthouse area than anywhere else. But even then, I feel like I have been fairly thorough and somehow still missed a bunch. Oh, great. The on-guard chests are respawned, so... I mean, doesn't really hurt that they're around, but... makes me feel like I haven't checked everything I could. Even though I have already checked those. Chunky can't get through here, can he? I doubt it. Well. Thankfully, the water stayed raised between exiting and re-entering. And that down there just leads to a boss portal. Well then. I had hoped to finish this stage on this stream, but alas, between the current time, as well as the fact that I need to feed my cats, I'm probably gonna have to save it for next time. If that's okay with you folks. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Unfortunately, we didn't finish Gloomy Galleon today, but we'll finish it tomorrow. So yeah. Tomorrow, more DK64. See you then, friends.